Alright, we're back again. Time to do number 3. Alright, so we've got everything out. So this one comes with a double sprue and an extra sprue. So this comes with 5 Stormcast Vindicators. So we got the 10 orcs, and we get 5 of these guys, because 5 of these guys are worth 10 of those, I guess. I would have expected these guys to be worth more than 10, but it is what it is. It looks like as we go on, the first set was the one that's going to have the most stuff. Everything else seems to only just have a single sheet. So number 4 should come with 4 paints. Number 5 supposedly comes with a major character, the Praetor Prime. So going blue, green, so we've got orcs, we've got the blue highlights for the orcs in there somewhere, and then armor for these guys, and black as like a base or something. Alright, let's get to opening this. So as usual, we've got like all this stuff that separates in the binder. So I'm assuming we pull these apart or something. We'll find out when we get to the binders. So a bit more lore. I'll eventually go through this stuff, but not today. So we got Stormcast Vindicators. Lots more names. And how to build. Is there anything else in here? Oh, how to use the dice. So this one actually tells you how the dice work, as opposed to the other ones. Then Border Skirmish, that's the big map that we had. And this is all the old stuff, I think. Maybe just updated for these extra characters. Alright, let's get to building. Now these models look a lot better than the orcs. Guessing that's because these are special strong units. And special attention is given to the Imperium Man, specifically the Astartes side of things, but I don't know what exactly that would be counted as in the old world, or Age of Sigmar. So the Stormcast Eternals and all that would basically be the equivalent of the Space Marines and all that from 40k, which is why these models get all the flashy colors and the better looking units. There's more detail in the units. Because everybody loves a Space Marine, and thus everybody will love a Stormcast Eternal. I'd love to get a better camera setup for these videos. I don't think a head cam would really work that well, but like an over the shoulder cam or something would be nice. So now we've got those pieces, we can put them together. So what do we got? 18 and 16, the head goes into the middle. Make sure it's facing the right way. So that slots in somewhere. Oh, that hurts pushing that in. Ah, I need like something to press it down with. There we go. Now he's in. I really need like a tool. Like, I don't want to have to be holding this because the knife's there, but I need a rubber, not a mallet or a hammer, but like just a rubber presser to really push these things in. Games Workshop, there's an idea. Or anybody else that can make like a third-party tool. Okay, so 13 and 14 go together. Which way do they go together? Something's got to fit. Like there's this cutout here, which I think that goes into. No. Wait. This piece. I think it slots in between. Let's see. These really long spur thingies are really making this kind of difficult to figure out which way they go. How does this... So that should be flat, and then this foot needs to be flat for that. But this thing sticks across all the way. But those two pieces in there stick together. This thing, it's not helpful. Alright, so that goes into there, I think. So it sort of just fits itself in the gap. And then lines up there. Oh, I just hit the camera. So that's not going to hold itself in place, but it is going to close up the gap at the back. So that holds there, and then we need 15. Alright, so we slot that piece in, and then this piece slots in the front end, and then that top bit should hold it all together, if I can get this in place. There we go. So it's a 4-piece at the back. This actually goes together quite interestingly, having just literally, it's not even connecting to each other, it's just holding into small slots. But I have that feeling that this gap that I'm seeing right here isn't supposed to be there. Because as you can see, there's like a gap in the armor, and it makes this stick out. So it looks like it's over molded on that. So what's going on here? It's like extra crap that shouldn't be there. Because that attaches to there. I feel like this is just a bad mold job. But I'm not sure what the heck's going on. Because this is where it's supposed to be. That's lined up. So it's purely an issue with these. I don't know. I feel like that gap should not be there. Alright. I'm just going to have to leave it at that. That's annoying. Alright, it's amazing how long that took. But we finally got our first piece basically put together. So this piece... Oh, no. There's a piece I missed. That would have screwed up the alignment, I think. Alright, there we go. And then the shield... 20. We need the hand. That would help. Alright, that'll have to do. We'll chuck the shield in first. So it goes in like this. And it gives the illusion that he's holding the thing. Alright. And then this fits on somehow that direction. There, okay. That's the direction it attaches. Oh, there we go. Piece is done. To the best of my ability. So that's our first Stormcast Eternal done. It took way too long. Alright, so that's our entire warrior. It's a very interesting setup, just seeing it here. Okay. So what do? 28 to 22. So the headpiece. Oh, I need to clean these up actually first. I'm getting ahead of myself.
2 hours later.
So now I've got the whole piece. So where are we? Head goes into this piece. I'll use the edge of this just to push it in. Why is his head... What is this? This is the right piece, right? Okay, it's just a weird stance. And then 23 goes in behind into this piece here. So that will all lock in together. Looks a bit better now, but at the same time it's still such a weird stance. 25 goes into 26 for the shield. Same as the other one. So it just clips in there. Then he's okay now. Okay, the stance is coming together now. So he's front on, and then the spear should come over on top of the. Okay, yeah, there we go. So the spear comes pretty much over the shield, but this has to go directly down. So there we go. Hidden behind the shield. So that's number 2 done. 3 more to go. Man, these take a lot of time. Holy crap, there's so many instructions here. But this is where they all come out. Okay, so that one's that one. That one is that one. So I've got these 2. And we're doing another normal one. One with a special headpiece, and then one with a banner. Okay. We're doing the banner one now. So number 3, 40, 41. Oh, it says Sigma on it, I think. Does it? No, that's some rune writing, which I don't understand. Thought it said Sigma for a second, though. I mean, it still might, just in whatever language the humans use. Alright, that's all the pieces. Time to do the quick cleanup. Hopefully it's actually quick, because those last 2 models took way too long to put together. And if I ever do a speed build challenge, I'm going to have to get good at this. But yeah, I feel this cleanup is the main time sink currently. Painting will obviously be the actual main time sink. But painting's part of the actual process, whereas this is just a necessary annoyance. Where's the file? Seriously, am I that blind? Where'd I put the file? How the heck did I... How did I lose the file? Oh, there it is. It's underneath. Do you ever lose something and then it is right there in front of you, but you can't see it even though it's there? So you don't actually believe that it was actually there to begin with and it's just appeared out of nowhere? That happens quite a bit to me. I'll put something down and then it will just disappear. Hopefully I don't have to do much on this, because this is really cool. It's like a little Squidward face in there. And then the writing, whatever it is. And then the stupid elbow again. Why is it always the elbow? Can't they put it on like a flat piece? Elbow is like the worst position because it's rounded. Then it flattens out a spot when you're trying to clean it up. Alright, let's put this thing together. So this one goes into the top hole, like so. Back piece goes on into that hole. This is a very simple model. It's a very open hole there. And then it's just the shield and all that work to clean it up, and the actual process of putting it together is nothing. So yeah, the cleanup is literally the biggest time sink in this hobby, I think, when it comes to wasted time. Okay, so that arm's in. That is the left arm. No? Yes, left arm. Alright. how does this one fit in? He just holds it straight up, so it should go in there. I wonder why this one's so loose. It's loose on the other one as well. But yeah, there we go. Oh, that is an actual... that's supposed to be, yeah. Why? I looked at that when I was cutting it apart and I'm like, it's actually attached to itself. But that's actually a sprue piece. Actually, I knew something was a bit off about that when I was taking it out. Alrighty, there we go, he's complete now. Alright, so 2 more Stormcast Eternals to go. Which are these 2. So the special headdress and then one of the main fighters. Alright, so we need 29, 33, and 30. So where's the special head? There we go. It's got a I guess something goes through that. But yeah, that's different. 29 goes through the legs. Legs facing that way because that's the front. And then the head goes into here at an angle where this will fit. I don't know, that feels weird, but we'll see how this goes when we put the other piece on. So this will fit into the back, and that should line up the head. I think the head's perfect, to be honest. Yep, the head's in, but I've got this stupid crease down the middle of the... Oh no. Okay. Just have to push it in harder. There we go. That character's put together quite nicely. Got the shield as usual. Chuck it in there. If we can get the hole in. There we go. So that's in, and then that will go into this arm. Yeah, it still turns. Alright, and then this arm goes in there. If I can get that in without breaking the head. Does his head... Okay, I can move his head out the way. Yep. So it wasn't in the right spot. I think it's in the right position now. It's like a heroic pose. Prime, champion, unit of a Vindicator. So this guy's a Prime. Prime Stormcast Eternal Vindicator. Alright. Now we're down to our last guy. And then we've completed the first set of minis from Warhammer Age of Sigmar Stormbringer. Once I've painted some of these, I'll probably find that I don't really need to go into as much cleanup as I am doing. Because I'm trying to get these things as close to pristine and flat as possible. Our final Stormcast Eternal. So start with 10. Number 3. There's 2 holes. This one goes on the right one, which then fits in like so. There we go. Head's in. Then we need 2, which is the single leg. This one, for some reason, goes up here into the chest cavity and then sticks out the back to form the back end of here. That's a really weird setup. Like, really weird. So that's gonna fit in there. Yeah, I don't I don't get that. And then we get number 1. This one has one of those slot thingies again. And that goes into the middle. So that's going to cover up, yeah, that's going to cover up that opening in there. Like so. And then the usual hand in the shield. That goes on this arm. There we go. Now it's in. It wasn't lining up with that arm back there before. And then this goes overhead. In a very similar... No, that should be... There we go. That's the angle we want. So they should line up with the body. So there we go. We've finally completed the 5 Stormcast Eternals. And then we've got little rocks found on the sprue that can fill the spare holes. So this is just a generic base that all of the models get that are of this size. So these things are literally just terrain fillers, so the hole's not there. Clip out the heads you have not used and keep them safe. They'll make for great battle trophies or base decorations. So the extra heads are extra heads. I don't get the point. And the thing is, there's literally an entire character still in here. Actually, no, it's half a character. That's the back part of a body. There's no front part from what I can see. Anyway, let's get to putting these guys on their bases. Which hole do we use though? That's the question. I think we should use the outside. Yeah, we use the outside holes. So the outside holes are for the mini. Yeah, there we go. That direction. Alright, that foot's sticking up a bit, which is annoying. There we go. There's a piece. Now, from what I was saying last time about these really being grounded once you put them there, just look at this character. It looks kind of just, I don't know, flimsy and whatever, but then as soon as you press it in and it's got grounding on its feet, it becomes a real model. Like, it actually has presence and you can hold it without having to hold the model. So it just looks better. So let's get the rest of these done. Okay, there we go. Just have to flatten it out properly and then it's on its tiptoes. Okay, that was just angling weird when it came to putting it in. There we go. And then the last one, more centered on the piece. So now we've got our 5 Stormcast Eternals. I think we can deal with this later when we go to paint to fill in these holes, because I'm sure there'll be a point where we start making terrain and stuff after painting the models. So yeah, we'll deal with that later. Place them in. So we've now got our 5 Stormcast Eternals. There's nothing else in this book really. Alrighty, let's put these guys in their group. So there's our band of Stormcast Eternals. There's our little magic guy in the back. That one's kind of cool. Let's see if I can get focus on the spear up front. Nah, it's not going to work. Alright. And then we've got our little orc army over here. So that is everything that you get within the first 3 editions, which would be the first month, I guess. Because it comes with the first 3 editions, and then you get 4 editions afterwards every month. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed the putting together of these little models. They were definitely more difficult than I was expecting. And they take a whole heap of time. Like a ridiculous amount of time. Oh, there's an extra focus thing on my camera. So that should help with details. They are very detailed models. So I do like injection molding, but at the same time, 3D prints, they sort of do the job anyway. What scale are these guys at? Because Warhammer apparently came out with a new scale or something, like a epic scale, or yeah, I can't remember what it was called. But it went up in model size. So I think that might be why these things are pretty big. Anyway, I will see you guys in our next video when we unbox the next 4 sets of models.